I'm Matt Hartsky with Backbone Unlimited. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing hard truths, smart strategy, and how to prepare for your first Western hunt. If you're thinking about hunting public land out west, there are some things you need to know. It's not a week-long vacation. It's not like the TV shows, and it sure as heck isn't a guarantee. Western public land hunting is brutal, but if you're willing to put in the work, it can change your life and create unforgettable experiences. I've been hunting the West for over 33 years. Elk, mule deer, pronghorn, bears, moose, sheep, the whole list. And today I'm going to walk you through what most hunters never hear until it's too late. The first thing you've got to understand is what public land really means. We're talking about millions of acres, BLM, national forest, and state land. It sounds great, right? But access isn't always easy. Not all public land is huntable, and some of it is landlocked by private property. You need to know what units you're looking at. Not all tags are going to be created equal. Some zones are overrun with pressure, others are so remote you'll burn half your hunt just getting there. So before you ever step foot out there, ask yourself these questions. What species do I want to hunt? What state makes sense for my goals and budget? Can I navigate on X confidently, both on the computer and on my phone? Am I willing to hike 5 to 15 miles a day with a full pack? That's going to be determined by your goals and what you want to get out there, because public land in the West will eat you alive if you show up soft or clueless. Here's the hard truth. Checkerboard land ownership out here and outdated access points can change everything. You might e-scout a dream spot only to find it fenced or blocked in real life. Know the local laws and call the local game and fish office ahead of time. They can be great resources when you're headed out here for the first time. Let's talk tags. If you're new, you're probably leaning toward over-the-counter elk or mule deer hunts. That's where most guys start. But over-the-counter doesn't mean easy. It means pressure, lots of it. Draw tags can offer better odds at seeing mature animals, but you're dealing with point creep, deadlines, and lottery systems. So here's my advice. Learn each state's draw process very early on, well before the draw. Talk to a lot of people. Apply for dream hunts, and then make sure that you also apply for backup over-the-counter plans. Hunt something every year, even if it's a tough over-the-counter zone. That experience is only going to help you. It's your best teacher. Use tools like Go Hunt or Hunt and Fool to understand success rates and terrain before you apply. And remember, some states favor residents heavily, while others are going to favor non-residents and offer friendly options for those folks. So do your research. Make sure it meets your needs. Now, Flatlanders, listen up. Altitude is no joke. You're not just dealing with elevation, you're dealing with elevation plus steep terrain, it could be a lot of deadfall in your area, heavy packouts, and you've got to try to stay mentally sharp through all of it while you try to enjoy your experience and create opportunities at your target animal. Here's what I've seen kill most hunts. Guys who are in gym shape but not mountain shape. Hunters who miss prime hours, first light and last light. Sore feet, destroyed knees, altitude headaches, and dehydration. If you're coming out west, you're going to have to prepare for those things, and you've got to train for them. You've got to do weighted hikes. You've got to do simulated elevation gain. You've got to focus on side hilling strength, focus on core strength, building balance strength, and unilateral strength, being able to step up and down over things one leg at a time. And don't forget your cardio and conditioning, especially hiking under weighted load. Your hunt depends on how you move under pressure and how well you recover from day to day. So don't forget to really plan out the food and hydration to make sure you are able to recover. Now let's talk gear, because the marketing is strong, but the reality is tough. Yes, gear matters, But no, it won't save you from poor planning or bad decisions. You don't need the most expensive camo, just the right layering system. You don't need the lightest pack. You need one that fits right and hauls weight well. Your weapon has to be dialed. This isn't whitetail hunting from a tree stand. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's nothing like that. You might have to shoot 400 yards with a rifle or make a 60-yard bow shot in the wind. It's a different game out here in the West. Here's my gear rule. Make sure it's reliable, tested, and purpose-built. Everything else is extra weight. And one more tip. Before you head out, do a mock pack out, and even better, pack out with a camp out. Full gear, full water, full weight. Test it before you need it. This might be the most important segment that we have in this episode. Let's talk mental toughness before your Western hunt. Most people quit, not because they're weak, but because they weren't mentally prepared for what it takes. You will hike for miles and not see anything. You will glass for hours and see nothing but shadows and stumps. You're going to hear bulls screaming on private ground and feel helpless. That's the grind. And many hunters don't come back because of that emotional weight. So here's what helps. Hunt with purpose. Know why you're out there. Journal at night and reset every day. Don't expect results every day because that's unrealistic. Just expect your effort to try to get it done. And find small wins, whether that's tracks, rubs, sightings, fresh sign. Try to find the opportunities and celebrate those. You're not just hunting Western big game. You're learning the land, the patterns, and yourself. Let's talk strategy for first-time Western hunters. If you're coming out west for the first time, keep it simple. Don't try to cover the whole unit. Break it down, pick one or two promising basins, and commit to those. Here's the game plan. E-scout for access, feed, water, and bedding. That's your north-facing timber for our mule deer and elk hunters. Be in glassing position before first light, not while it's happening. Hunt the edges of the day. First light and last light matter most. Midday, glass in the shade. You're glassing shade lines. Reset and still hunt slowly if you're going to hunt at all. Stay flexible, but don't keep bouncing around from spot to spot all day long. You don't have to out-hike everybody. You just need to outthink and outplan most of them. Now, should you hunt solo or with a partner? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, right? Solo hunting offers complete control. You move when you want. You glass when you want. You glass how long you want. You hunt how you want. But it's mentally harder. There's no one to share the suffering or the strategy, and it can be dangerous. If something goes wrong, you're just relying on you. Now, hunting with a partner can be powerful as long as you're on the same page. Communicate clearly about expectations. Who's doing the calling? Who's shooting first? How far are you willing to hike and pack out? Whether solo or paired up, trust and honesty and grit are going to matter the most between you and yourself or you and your hunting partner. Now, public land gets hammered, especially opening weekend. You need to learn how elk and deer respond to it. By day 2 or 3, they often move deeper, go quiet, and can oftentimes change their habits. Watch for fresh boot tracks, camps, trailhead parking. Use that information to get away from it and understand that the animals probably have too. Sometimes the best move is to hunt just beyond pressure. So figure out where those pressure zones are, where people are willing to go, and if you can get just off the edge of that, that's where those elk and deer like to escape to. Other times, you need to find completely untouched pockets. Just go far and get away. Either way, pressure creates patterns. Smart hunters use it. They don't try to fight it. There is no such thing as a perfect spot. Those are just becoming tougher and tougher to find. If you end up in a pressured spot, figure out how to use it to your advantage. Let's say you're 4 or 5 days in. You're beat up, you're run down, and you're doubting it all. This is where most hunters fall apart. Here's how to stay in the game. Hydrate aggressively. Dehydration kills mental clarity. I've got a full video up here to help you out on your hydration for backcountry hunting. Make sure you eat clean calories. Make sure you're balanced in your protein, your fat, and your carbs, not just eating sugar bombs all day. Here's a full video on calculating your backcountry hunting calories so you're not guessing. Make sure you fix your feet. Hot spots become blisters. Blisters become a reason to quit. Make sure you test your socks and boots ahead of time. Make sure that you're stretching, you're rolling out, you're resetting mentally with a journal or short midday nap. You're going to be that much stronger the second part of the day. Don't believe all the stories and think that you have to hunt all day long and just hike and hike and hike and hike. Your probability of killing something during those midday hours just hiking around are extremely low on Western hunts. You're not soft for slowing down mid-hunt. You're smart. The game isn't just who goes the hardest, it's who lasts the longest. Public land hunting in the West is one of the toughest and most rewarding things you'll ever do, especially in the hunting world. It'll break you down, but if you let it, it'll also make you stronger and create experiences you're never going to forget. It takes prep, it takes grit, and willingness to learn the hard way. If this episode helped you, please drop a comment with your biggest question or fear about your first Western hunt, and let's work through it together. And if you want to shorten the learning curve and get serious about your backcountry game, consider joining the Team Backbone membership. We've got exclusive digital content, private group support, gear planning, and a whole community that's in on this relentless living. Check it out at backboneunlimited.com. Hunt hard, hunt the West, never settle.